Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. This movie obviously needs no introduction. Deadpool 2. My daughter wanted to stay up and announce it, but I didn't feel comfortable having her say Deadpool. So she finally has gone to bed, and now I can start the movie. And truth be told, I've already seen this in the theaters. So I have a little familiarity with it. I'm not drunk at all. I just can't say big words. But anyway, and I'm also thinking, let the secret out. There's only one person who comes that watches this. I was thinking of maybe being Deadpool for Halloween this year. I think that'd be cool. The only thing is I never normally wear a mask that you can't drink out of. That's my rule for Halloween costumes. Always Batman, Superman. You never want to be Iron Man, I have an Iron Man costume, but, Captain America, again, your mouth is open so you can enjoy the Halloween. But I might be Deadpool. I don't know. Who cares, right? This is Ryan Reynolds. Love Ryan Reynolds since the Van Wilder days. And if you haven't seen Van Wilder, check it out. Probably the greatest movie he's ever been in. Always liked him. I liked him as Green Lantern because I'm a big Green Lantern fan. I know it didn't go over well with everybody else. I know the movie wasn't great, but I still liked him. Ryan Reynolds is a great Green Lantern. Hopefully he comes back in Justice League. Let's do it. Come on. And Josh Brolin. Who doesn't like Josh Brolin? He's also in this as well, among other people. So I'm sure you know fully well, and you're just watching this to find out what I think about the film. Well, guess what? That's what I'm going to do for you. I'll start watching it. Again, remember, I've already seen it, so my commentary might be a little different than what you're used to. It might not be any different. You might have already turned me off by now, but if you stick around a little bit longer, because I'll be back with more information. Hey everybody, time for a quick check-in. We're watching Deadpool 2. It's at the 51 minute and 54 second mark, and it really starts off great, I think. Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, Wade Wilson, is very funny. His one-liners and things like that, and what they do, and what they do a lot is make a lot of jokes about other movies. You know what I mean? So I think I like that a lot. They really make fun of DC. I didn't even realize this until just now when I sat down. I was like, oh, I'm wearing my Justice League shirt, watching a Marvel movie. And there's a part in it where he references Batman versus Superman, and he was like, yeah, I was fighting until the two guys realized that both mothers were named Martha. Which is quite funny, because I thought that was funny when I saw it in Batman vs. Superman. So there's that part. And then what was the other thing I wanted to... And the other one was... he also references Star Wars as well. You know what I mean? So just in that one scene, I thought that was hilarious. But the whole movie is like that. And looking at the camera and stuff like that. His girlfriend's in this, Vanessa, as well. And Monica, whatever her name is, she's also from Gotham, so playing a dual role. She was Gotham, the TV show about Batman as a kid. She's in that, and now she's in she was in Deadpool, of course, the original. But I thought that's an interesting tie over. And in this one, Josh Brolin has now made his appearance. He's from the future, but it starts off with a bang. I think a lot of funny parts. And I was laughing out loud, but then it slows down a little bit as it gets into, there is a sad point in the movie, I guess, in a sense, or emotional downturn, if you will. I don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't seen it, but eventually, this is not a spoiler, but he gets arrested and gets thrown into prison, so it's like drawn out, and they take his superpowers away, and that created for me at least a lull. There were supposed to be funny parts and stuff like that, but he's not as funny in that mood that he's in, I guess. When things are going south for him. So that has lasted maybe the last half hour. First half hour good. Second half hour, good. I mean, it's plot development. I get it. Not everything's gonna be a laugh out loud moment, but that's where we are so far. As I said, Josh Brolin has now shown up. He's come back from the future, and he has a goal in mind. We're not sure what it is at this point, but he's interacting with the X-Men, Deadpool, like he was in the first one, and another mutant who has come, Fire Fist or something like that. I forget what his name is, but anyway, I'll get into it a little bit more. But just beware if you haven't seen it already. First 30 minutes are really funny, I think, and then it goes down as they try and develop this plot a little bit. And we'll see. We got another hour left, so 2 more half hours. Hopefully the next 2 are going to be really good. So I'll let you know. I'll be back if anything interesting happens, or I'll see you at the credits. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Deadpool 2. Real quick, I want to correct the mispronunciation of Vanessa's name in it, or her actress's name, Vanessa, Deadpool's girlfriend, Morena Baccarin. I think that's the way you say it. A lot better than the way I said it the first time, anyway. You know, I mean, again, I stick with the part that it was like really funny in the first 30. Then it does kind of turn, well, you know, and then the downslide, which creates the, you know, the plot line. And then it turns into more of like a superhero movie. A lot of gun battles and action, which is great. And it doesn't reach that level of funny again, I don't think, that it had in the beginning. And the other thing is too, with it being a second one, we always go to debate no sequel is ever better than the first one, and I think that's even more true in this one because the shock and the awe that was created in Deadpool, the original, you know, was just funny the whole time, but you learn to kind of expect it here, and they, you know what I mean. So that makes it. It's still, I thought it was a great movie. I'm going to give it an 8 overall. Can't give 7s, we know, you know, but I'm going to give it 8 overall. I love superhero movies. I love Ryan Reynolds, the comedies there, and I really love the movie references throughout the entire movie. And it's just fun to watch it. Like I wish I might watch it a third time and see how many I can get. And there's also a lot of cameos. I didn't see a lot of them. I saw one this time. Brad Pitt's in it. So you might have read it online, or if you've already seen it, you've seen it as well. But I caught him in it this time. And then again, back to the movie references. There's even, and let me know if you find it. Put it in the comments below. And no rewinding or anything like that. But there's a Josh Brolin Goonies reference in it. So I thought that was great, and they just keep doing it like throughout the entire movie. I enjoyed it. Like in The Other Guys. Did you ever see The Other Guys when the TLC references? I mean, that was obvious, but this is, you know, I like that aspect. I like when they joke with the audience in a sense, you know, and they make fun of the movie. You know, he's making fun of the script and saying stuff to people. You know, more speaking lines for you. You know what I mean? Like playing off the fact that it is a movie, but then also playing off the jokes of the Marvel universe and different things like that. So that makes it so much better. Again, because then we were expecting a lot more funny, laugh out loud moments, and they weren't so much there in the second half of the film. You know, takes it from just a 9 down to an 8 for me. But overall, great. I hope it continues, or at least, you know, seeing him more in other films. You know, maybe not a whole movie. Maybe you bring him in other pieces of it, because Deadpool's just funny. I like the guy. Never followed that comic book. Like I said, I'm more of a DC guy. But check it out. I don't think I missed anything here. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about what the movie was about. But if you saw the first one, you knew what the second one was going to be like. And now I'm just wasting your time. So let me stop doing that. Go check it out. Leave me comments. Don't forget, let me know if you caught the Josh Brolin Goonies reference, and anything else that you saw in there that I might have missed. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub. One real quick thing here that I forgot to mention initially, the post-credit scenes. The post-credit scenes and the beginning credit scenes. So first of all, I tuned back in to say, hey, make sure you check out the post-credit scenes, because again, there's a nice joke in there. You know, I'm a Green Lantern fan, and so seeing that, and I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. It was like, oh, crushing. So I thought that was funny, and I failed to mention that last time. And the pre-credit scene. So you know how like it's rolling through and it's showing the director, the producer, and stuff like that. And instead of showing names, it's showing what people are thinking at that point for the most part. So that was funny too. Very creative on how these people create these movies and put these little things in there everywhere. I mean, this movie is probably funnier, you know, the more and more you watch it and you catch these little things, and you laugh a little bit more, I think. So, alright, sorry. Just wanted to jump back in there and give you that little piece to make sure you check it out. So thanks for tuning in.